Enchanted Tiki Talk is brought to you by Kingdom Strollers. Our premium stroller and crib rentals are delivered straight to your Disney or Orlando area resort. It couldn't be easier. Book yours at kingdomstrollers.com. And Mouse Pros. Let our travel specialist plan your next vacation. Our concierge level service gives you the perfect hassle-free vacation. Get your free quote from Sean or any of our magical agents at mousepros.com. And Mickey Monthly, the Disney fans' monthly subscription box that brings the magic right to your door. Visit them at mickeymonthly.com. And buy Woody Sunglasses. Don't let glare ruin your magical view. These premium wood frame polarized sunglasses will let you tour the parks in style. Visit them at woodies.com. And now, it's show time!
Vahidi me kyonimana, ladies and gentlemen. No flashbulbs, please. Our performers are temperamental and easily upset. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, look at all the people.
My goodness, you're all staring at us. We better start the show rolling.
Wait. We forgot to wake up the Glee Club.
Hey, howdy, hey, and welcome to Enchanted Tiki Talk. We are your hosts. I'm Sean.
I'm Keith.
I'm Matt.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Alan.
So grab yourself a Dole Whip or a citrus roll, pull up a chair, and enjoy the show.
This is episode 224 for this week in 2018.
Hello out there. We are Enchanted Tiki Talk. ETTP for short, but no one ever goes by that at all. But yes, we are Enchanted Tiki Talk here. I am Sean, I have Scott, and I have Matt, but no Keith this week. Keith this week is babysitting. So good luck, Keith. I'm hoping no one craps on you, pees on you, or anything like that. So best of luck. So this week, guys, one of the things as of recording that I had posted on the Twitterverse was a poll, 4 choices in the poll there. Did you guys happen to see that today?
I did.
Okay. So as of recording on that, so the question that I had was that there's 4 options in this, right? So in that was today as of recording, it's before the Super Bowl. What would you rather do today? 2 tickets to the Super Bowl, 2 tickets to Epcot, 2 tickets to Hawaii, or 2 tickets to a cruise? With that, what would you guys choose?
I said I wanted 2 tickets to a cruise to Hawaii.
That's cheating.
I was disappointed that you didn't put 2 tickets to Paradise, but
no. I mean, it's one and the same, isn't it?
Exactly.
I said the Super Bowl because being an Eagles fan, and this is the 3rd time that they've ever made it, I would love to go watch them stomp the Patriots.
Yeah, so whenever this episode comes out, we will find out who wins. This is like the worst. Yeah, it's like the worst Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls. But Matt, best of luck to your team.
No, it's not. It doesn't have the Cowboys in it.
Oh no, it's the Eagles and the Patriots. This is awful. If it was the Eagles and the Cowboys, it would be even worse. But it can't happen. So this is the second worst. So I would choose in that option there. I would choose a cruise. I think, just because it's going to be a shorter flight. So as of recording, 324 votes on that. 38% said they wanted to go to Hawaii. 29% said Epcot. 27% said a cruise, and 6% said the Super Bowl. So a kind of cool poll that I came up with today. Got to do more stuff like that.
Yeah, I knew the Super Bowl didn't have. I mean, even if it was, say, like the Patriots and I don't know, the Giants or somebody that would be a bigger draw, it still wouldn't.
No, exactly.
Have gotten voted for with that poll.
Right. So, one of the things in the past,
if it wasn't the Eagles and
go ahead.
I was gonna say if it wasn't the Eagles playing, then I probably would have taken the trip to Hawaii. But
I hear you. So, one of the rumors floating around the past week, which could come true by the time of recording, we just don't know, was that Hollywood Studios is going to probably rename the park to probably the most awful name to a word that really should not be named. I guess it's going to either be Cinemagine or Cinemagics, one of those two, but I'm hearing Cinemagine, which it just does not roll off the tongue. Oh, I'm going to Cinemagine Park. And that sounds awful.
Cinnabuns.
Yeah, they better sell Cinnabuns at Cinemagine Park.
I mean, it kind of reminds me
Cinemagique.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, in Paris. But, that makes sense with, France and everything. I don't agree. It's not a great name.
I suppose we should go to Cinemagine Park. Whatever that was.
Mustardo's made his return, apparently.
No, that was not. That was like Weirdo Stardo or something like that. It sounded nothing like him. I still don't have my voice back where I can probably properly do Mustardo.
But, and we're all glad for that.
No, not everybody. Not everybody. There's not true. So, go ahead.
As I say, we'll keep that one listener a little bit longer.
I think they left. I'm pretty sure they left. Yeah. Pretty sure of it. So I think I decided. I think we're gonna run a contest here on Enchanted Tiki Talk. This last minute contest that I just came up with. But we need to come up with a prize for it. I'm not sure what the prize is going to be yet, but we're going to come up with a prize. So if you want to win something valued at least $25, Disney inspired, which is not coffee. Which is not a T-shirt, which is not glasses, which is not anything like that. We're gonna get something from the parks, I think. A
candlelight dinner with Scott.
Oh, we could definitely do that. That's for like the loser. But hey, if you want to have a chance to win this prize, just send a email to. You could just send an email to contest@enchantedtikitalk.com. with just your name in the body of it, and just put contest in the title in there, and we'll pick a winner out in the next couple of weeks, and we'll send a prize pack out to you. You can put your address in there if you want to expedite it, and we're just going to surprise you with whatever it's going to be. I'm actually probably going to just have Scott pick something out, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Easiest contest ever.
Yeah, we'll send you Scott in a box. I'm sorry. That's a terrible gift.
That's the third runner-up.
Yeah. But like one of those things is like who do you think, like the listeners out there, maybe if you want to enter the contest, like who would you like to have, which Tiki Bird would you like to have dinner with in the park? You have to tell us if you want to have a chance to win the contest. You have to put put contest in there, send the email to contest@enchantedtikitalk.com, and in there, in the body of the email, you have to say which Tiki Bird you want to have dinner with, lunch with, whatever, in the park or at a resort, and the name of the restaurant, which Tiki Bird you want to be with.
And why.
And why. That's even better if you really want to be this. Maybe we'll up the ante. Maybe we'll go like $30 on this prize. Now, maybe it could be more. Who knows? But we'll send something fun out there. Just something different. Why not, right? The guys.
I have a feeling somebody's going to get their feelings hurt with this one.
Sean's going to be major butt hurt.
I think so. I think I will be. I hopefully just as long as
if they're not all Sean, he's just going to be upset.
Well, as long as one person chooses me, I will be happy.
You're gonna send an email
because I'm gonna send an email for myself. I'm gonna, there's somebody out there will choose me. Somebody out there will choose Scott too. So, but somebody out there will choose Matt, which I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's like
there's no winning, no matter who they pick. True,
that's true. Yeah, but all right. With that, send your contest over to Enchanted Tiki Talk. Contest at enchantedtikitalk.com, and we'll send a prize pack out to somebody. And with that, we will take a quick break.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Here are your 25 questions to answer before time is up. Don't fall out of that noble perch. It's Perch Talk.
I am here in front of the Enchanted Tiki Room with Jennifer, and this segment of Perch Talk is sponsored by Trader Sam's Coffee. Brew your happy place. How you doing, Jennifer?
I'm good.
thanks for coming to our meetup today.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Good. So we have about 25 questions. You have 2 minutes to answer them. So let's see if you can do it. You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. Number 1, your favorite Disney World theme park?
Disneyland. Disney World is Magic Kingdom.
Okay. Favorite land in Magic Kingdom?
Fantasyland.
Favorite souvenir?
Pens.
Favorite quick service?
Pecos Bill.
Favorite table service?
Sanaa.
Favorite on-site hotel?
Yacht Club.
Favorite show?
Festival of Lion King.
Favorite parade?
Electrical Parade.
Favorite fireworks?
Happily Ever After.
Favorite Epcot Pavilion?
Canada.
Favorite time of year to attend Walt Disney World?
Christmas.
Monorail ferry boat?
Monorail.
Favorite thrill ride?
Everest.
Dole Whip or Citrus Swirl?
Citrus Swirl.
Favorite Main Street shop?
Emporium.
Favorite princess?
Merida.
Favorite prince?
Philip.
Favorite Disney song?
When You Wish Upon a Star.
Favorite non-Disney movie, Lucasfilm or Marvel? The Pixar.
Return of the Jedi.
Favorite sweet treat?
Citrus Swirl.
Favorite street performer or band?
Birdika.
Least favorite attraction?
Stitch.
Favorite Disney bar or lounge?
Cruise Cup.
Favorite pool on property?
Stormalong Bay.
How do you tour World Showcase?
Mexico.
Your favorite Tiki Bird?
Don't answer that one.
All right, Jennifer, you did it under 2 minutes. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, so we are back from break, and this week on Enchanted Tiki Talk, we have no original idea at all, so... and this is probably going to be one of the worst episodes of the show possible, minus, of course, the announcement of the podcast contest, which you have to choose to have a meal with Sean to win. That's the only way possible.
It's instant disqualification.
Yeah, you can't vote for anybody else. But so on this episode this week, we're going to talk about our 5 favorite attractions at Hollywood Studios, or Cinemagine Park, as some of the locals like to call it these days. Yeah. So with that, Keith's not here. I'm going to tell you Keith's list was turkey leg, balloon,
Swedish Chef,
Country Bears,
and parking lot.
And the exit.
Yeah, it's like he's a strange guy. So with that, I guess we have not necessarily with this place, we don't have any particular order for top 5, and I'm pretty sure we're probably going to have, all of us are going to have probably 4 identical in this, maybe. So
all of 6 attractions in this entire park.
Exactly. So with that, let's start with Scott and see what Scott has in his top 5 attractions at Disney's Cinemagine Park.
So my favorite at MGM Studios, well, no, it's not my favorite, I should say. One that I know is not going to be on Matt's list is for the first time in forever, the Frozen sing-along.
Really?
I had to put it on there. It's a lot of fun. We do go to it quite often when we're there. And it's just fun because they do change it up. They keep the jokes fresh in there, and it's more adult humored than it is just singing along the whole time. So I really do enjoy going to that show.
I've never been. I mean, I'm not. I did Frozen when I was in Epcot, so I'm not opposed to going to it. I've never done, and it would have to be everything else has a long line, and that was the only thing left for me to do that day or whatever.
Yeah, I have never experienced that there. We wanted to. I think we had like a fast pass for it on one of the trips previously, and we didn't make it to that because Kelsey said she didn't want to see it, which I'm kind of shocked because she loves Frozen. But I don't think she understood what she was going to see, so maybe that's the reason why she didn't want to go see it. But I'm sure on our next trip we'll try to spend some time doing it. I want to see it. I like the movie Frozen. I like the soundtrack. I'm into that. It doesn't bother me at all. But it wouldn't, because I've never experienced it, would not be in my top 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the only reason I didn't put it down is because I haven't done it, so I didn't feel right putting it in my list since I haven't.
Right.
Fair enough.
So Since I'm probably not going to get anybody voting me for dinner, I'm going to go next, and I'll choose. I'm going to go with Star Tours. Star Tours will be a top 5 for me. I love Star Wars. I wasn't a fan of. I didn't love Last Jedi, but I'm still overall. I still like the attraction. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the new expansion coming to the studios. But until that is completed, at least I have Star Tours to experience, and I usually experience the same attraction, the same scenes at the same time. But Scott, you know, the last time that we went, I didn't experience. I experienced, I think, 2 of them were new. 2 of the 3 were new. Yeah, 2 of the 3 were new for me, and it wasn't the new scene from the new Star Wars film either. So I was very happy in that. I was shocked I didn't see the same stuff over and over again. But that's the nice thing about it, because you don't necessarily know what you're going to get on that attraction. It's like Matt with his box of chocolates. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why that's one of my favorites.
Yes, I mean, that would definitely be on my list, and for all the reasons you said. Plus, it was fun. See, we didn't go in studios this last time we were down, so trip before that, my oldest son went dressed as Darth Vader, and he got picked as the Rebel Spy both times we rode it, so it was kind of fun that Darth Vader is an actual Rebel Spy, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
I guess to kind of go off the beaten path, trying to pick something that not everybody else would pick, I went with something else that both of my kids enjoyed.
Beauty and the Beast?
And that's No, that's not that. The Disney Junior Live, I think is what it's called now. Yep. Just watching them get in there and bounce around and sing with the different songs and collect all the fake gold coins that come raining down from the ceiling and everything. It's worth it if you've got kids to, you know, fight the lines and everything to take that attraction in.
I agree. That's definitely worth it. It could certainly be on a top 5 list. For me, though, it would not make the top 5 list. I love experiencing things with my kids, and I think that certainly enhances any attractions experience because your kids are with you and you've seen the joy out of them. But because I have to sit on the floor to experience, I don't like that. That's so
Amen.
Yeah, I just don't like that.
As soon as I go to stand up, my legs are asleep and I just fall right back down.
Well, do you remember, I don't know, it was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I couldn't stand up.
You couldn't?
Yeah. And then when I finally stood up, I couldn't move for like 4 minutes.
We had to stay there for a little bit until the show ended.
Yeah. Like, the legs were not working. I felt like Lieutenant Dan. Like, Lieutenant Dan, you have magic legs. No, not this time, because they're not moving, you know?
They just rolled you out the front door.
They had to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. It didn't make my list, but I do, because of the boys, we do go see it quite a bit, and I do enjoy it just because I get to enjoy it through them. But not a top 5 for me personally.
Yeah, it was kind of just trying not to be repetitive. And the top 4, I knew everybody else was going to have, and the 5th one, I was just kind of like, why not? I'll throw it in there.
Well, and I almost honestly put it on mine, but I thought maybe it'd make someone's. All right, so it's back to me, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is going to be another one that I don't know that will be on any of your lists, and it's changed over the time, and I guess it constantly will change, but it used to be called One Man's Dream. I guess it got changed to now Walt Disney Presents, but I like that, especially the video at the end with Walt. Ever since I've had the boys, that video has been more touching and has more of a personal meaning to it than before, and watching Walt talk about why he created the parks and sitting at the park on the bench and now going and sitting on that bench with Cooper. So I've enjoyed that, and seeing the history of Walt and his desk from his childhood and when his office was there and all the different models and everything else that's in there. It's a lot of fun to walk through there, even if it hasn't changed.
I kind of feel bad that it didn't make my list, but when you have a short period of time and you're trying to do so many other things, that just kind of gets, to me, it gets left off the list. I've done it a time or two, and like I said, it doesn't really change, so it's not really something that is a must-do every time I go. I know that's probably blasphemy to some people, but it just doesn't make my list most of the times when we're down there.
I love it. I didn't make my list solely because Sharon and the kids don't really care to see it because they have no interest because it's not a real...
They don't get it.
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't understand it. Sharon will a little bit, but I'm trying to get Connor to get into a little bit more to understand the history of it. So I'm hoping on the next trip that we go down there that I can show him that, because he will have more interest in that and he'll love seeing the models, the scale models of things. So I will give that more of a shot, but definitely is top 5 worthy. All right, so the next one with mine, I'm sure, is going to be on at least somebody else's list here, and that's going to be Muppet Vision 3D. This one we have talked about before, where it definitely needs some sort of enhancement, overhaul, refurbishment, whatever you want to call it. Whether it's going to a new movie or updating some of the effects that are going on inside there, but overall it is still a good film. It's it really stands the test of time, which is kind of surprising on how old it is, but. Good attraction. I'm glad it's not leaving with the expansion of Hollywood Studios. I'm glad to see it stick around.
I didn't put it on my list. It was kind of a toss-up between that one and the Disney Junior. Again, I figured with the limited amount of choices, somebody else was going to pick it. I love going to see Muppets. It could use an update. If nothing else, just make it digital so the film itself is a little sharper. But yeah, it's a fun attraction. It's kind of, I won't say a must do because there are sometimes I skip over, but it's a fun attraction. I enjoy it.
It actually did not make my list, just mainly because of the reasons you said on there, Sean. Is it's so outdated and everything else that it needs a serious overhaul.
I think one of those with this attraction, I think it's an attraction that, and I'm failing to do this, but I think kids have to experience the Muppets a little bit more. I think that the show needs to have something new to show kids out there what the Muppets are really like. I know that they tried to bring the Muppet TV show, I guess a year or two ago, back into today's world, but I think the Muppets would do so much better. One, if they had another show that would change out every year or two, or have the sort of experience like Star Tours is, where there's 10 different things that could happen, 15 different things that could happen during the show. Maybe have the audience vote for things, something along those lines. But I think the Muppets need to come back onto YouTube with 5 to 10 minute skits, weekly skits, and I think that's how you can embrace the Muppets better in today's world.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely needs more of a connection, and it's a shame that they have tried through a couple of movies that were okay. I never saw the TV show. I kind of regret that I didn't see it with the little bit of time it was on. But I think it desperately needs, like you were saying, some type of an update. Maybe if they put it as the actual Muppet Show, and it has different scenarios and stuff or whatever, but it could use an update. But I still, it's still got that classical feel to it. So
right.
Next up on what I had on my list, and again, it's kind of everybody else is going to pick. I had to mention Toy Story Mania, or Midway Mania. Sorry, just for the
no Midway.
Isn't it Midway Mania?
I thought it was, and when I looked on the app, it's called Toy Story Mania. So I don't know if that ever changed, or
really?
I always thought it was Midway Mania.
That's what I thought too.
According to the Disney Parks, whatever thing when you go to attractions, it just says Toy Story Mania. So I don't know where that changed.
Maybe they just ran out of characters.
Could be.
They're still using the old Twitter. But yeah, just the fact that it's kind of, the scenes don't change, but it is rewritable because you're constantly trying to beat your score, or have it do different things depending on what targets and stuff you hit. It's always fun to try and challenge the kids or my wife or whatever to see who can get the best score and everything. So it's a fun attraction. I wish that you didn't have to wait a day and a half to get on there. Hopefully that third track has cut that down a little bit, but it's something we always do when we go.
Yeah, it's on my list as well, and I love it but because they have failed to update the game portions of the attraction, I think they are sorely missing out. When they built it, I know I've said this before, they said they were going to have the ability to change it whenever seasonally, Christmas, Halloween, whatever it is. I think they need to do that. It's not a hard thing to do. They got to just flip a switch and it's done. Please, Disney, do that. It's a great attraction. It just added so much more to it.
Yeah.
Well, you think it'd be so easy to do anything to it that way too.
Right, and that's what they said they built it. It's an attraction that's going to forever be able to be changed. Whenever we want to change it, we can make it seasonally, add new just do it. I mean,
right.
The balloons make it, the balloons make it on Mickey's birthday, make the balloons Mickey shaped. And is it that hard? Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, make something for Christmas time, you're throwing snowballs or something.
Exactly.
It can't be that difficult, especially with, like you said, that was the selling point when they first rolled it out. And it is basically just a video game, so there's got to be something easy. They can just flip a switch and, here it is, and then there it's gone again. So, Who knows?
Well, I added that to my list as well. It was one that was slowly dropping in my favorite just because of how long the lines were. The third track definitely has helped. And now that Cooper's at least old enough and big enough to be able to play and see and doesn't mind wearing the 3D glasses and seeing how much he's enjoyed it, makes it fun to be able to play against him on that one and help him with it.
I think that was the problem when we went is my oldest is tall enough and the youngest isn't, so we play the whole you go riding and I'll wait and you ride and I'll wait. So hopefully in next time or two we can go, they'll both be tall enough.
Right. Well, the last one on my list is probably going to be also on both yours and kind of an obvious, but it'd be remiss to not put Tower of Terror on as probably the favorite of everything there at the studios.
Yeah, I've said that is, granted I haven't done anything in Pandora, but from the minute you step in line to the minute you get off of that attraction, it's probably the most, well done attraction, throughout the queue and everything. I hope they don't do anything to retool it. I'm afraid that it's eventually going to happen, but I think it's perfect the way they've got everything, laid out and themed and everything. I do not agree with what they did with Christmas. I understand it. I don't agree with it, but yeah, I love that attraction. I think it's well done from start to finish, and probably, I guess, where it kind of really started everything with these big elaborate queue lines and everything.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. It's on my list as well. It's great for so many reasons out there, which we've already said. But with the theming, it is probably one of the best themed attractions there. The music is great. Just walking through there, instantly stepping into the queue, you instantly feel like you're stepping back in time into something that it's like on the verge of being creepy, the whole attraction. It's nicely done, and I love that aspect of it. The cast members can certainly add much more to that, which does happen on occasion. And Scott, when we tried to go on it didn't work out. We tried it broke down on us, but I wanted to experience it again. I didn't get a chance to. I know it was one of Alan's favorite attractions, and it would have been fun to do that, but hopefully next time I'll get to ride it.
It's still cool just to walk through and see the thematic elements of it. And like you said, from the time you enter the queue until you leave the gift shop, I mean, you're in that attraction the entire time.
Well, I hope they will do more attractions. That one, just like the Haunted Mansion, where they let the cast members kind of do their own thing and they're not having to play to a certain script or do whatever. I mean, that's, I think, what makes both of those kind of stand out is, the cast members really make, when you walk into that attraction and everything.
Completely agree. Yeah.
Yep. So my next one on here, and I think it's my final one, sort of by default now at this point, would be Rock and Roller Coaster. It's a great roller coaster. It's enhanced because it's pretty much in the dark. It's got music going to it, so that adds a little bit more as well. It's not one of those attractions where I'm calling for a refurb or enhancement at all. I think it's well done in that respect. The line gets really long. If you're on standby, it's like one of those lines where you'll move for 30 seconds and not move for 10 minutes. So that's one thing I hate about that attraction. And the times are always wrong. So if it says 30 minutes, it's going to be 50. If it says 50, it's going to be 80. So never listen to whatever. Don't believe the signage there. So you're going to be in there for a long time. But it's a good attraction. It's themed. Once you step inside, like the outside of it is themed terrible. When you step inside, you're going into like the studio. It gets cool, but I think it really is much better as soon as you step into the platform where they're loading everybody like it's a construction zone. I enjoy that aspect of it. I think it's pretty cool to just walk in there. I'd love to spend more time in there and take some pictures. There's not a whole lot going on, but it's just fun. It's a fun atmosphere.
I wish that the music changed. I mean, I know depending on what car you get in, the music is different.
Right.
But I wish it was something...
Multiple songs?
Well, and I know they keep it short because of... Yeah, just something that was different to it, where they have, each time it might enhance it a little bit more, where it makes it a little bit different, so it's not the same old.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
The issue I've got with it, and it's one that I find myself going on less and less, I think it now seems brighter on the roller coaster itself, so I feel like you can see more of the track where it's not as dark as it used to be. And I've kind of disagree with you, Sean, as far as the theming on it. I don't know that there is a lot of theming. I just putting a roller coaster inside a large show building and throwing some neon black lights up on some signs. To me, I hate to say it's almost like a Universal type thing, but I think there's a lot more that could have been done on that. And I feel like it may have been a rushed project. Just to be kind of the first indoor roller coaster ever built. I think if they were to refurb it, there could be a lot done with that, queue-wise and the attraction itself. I mean, I think the best part of it is the load area, and other than that, I really don't have much of a feeling for any of the rest of that.
To me, the downside of it, and it really won't affect many people unless you go ride a different one. But when I went to Disneyland Paris and rode it, it seemed longer, and it seemed like there were more flips and inversions, so it kind of was a better ride to me. So this one, it's still fun, but I think they could have done, and this could go for about 85% of the rides at Disney. It could go for another 30 seconds to a minute longer would be great.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be a longer attraction, but that's never going to happen. Right. It is what it is. They're not going to knock it down or expand it. So that's the attraction that we have. If anything, you're going to get some new band within 5 years of music. So I mean, that's probably what you're going to see, if anything.
But you say that, I honestly could see that attraction sometime down the road being completely ripped out. I mean, they did that with the Incredible Hulk at Universal. Granted, it's an outdoor roller coaster, but they literally took the entire roller coaster apart, rebuilt it, and put it back. Because there's not all these, like Mine Train and these other things where it's built into rocks and all this stuff around it. It's literally just inside a show building. They could easily build a bigger show building and do a lot to it and just rebuild the roller coaster. Because if you ever see a ride through of that attraction with the lights on, you'll see how basic that is, and I think it would be a pretty simple refurb.
I think the only problem you'd run into there is the actual footprint of the building. Aren't they kind of confined with what they can do with the building? And
well, that's what I'm saying. But that building itself, there's really nothing to it other than your AC work and everything else. There's not a lot to it as far as ripping that building down and putting a bigger building around to make it a bigger roller coaster.
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about. The building itself, like its footprint. I mean, I don't know what's around there. I'm not looking at a map. I thought that was kind of squeezed in there to begin with, and there wasn't much for them to expand the building.
Yeah, that I don't know. I'd have to look at an aerial view.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Matt, you have another one, or is that it for you?
I'm trying to count. You did Star Tours, we did Tower Terror, we did
2, 3,
you threw me off.
5. One little, two little.
5 attractions.
One attraction. Yeah, so that's all I have for my top 5. It pretty much covers everything in the park.
I think we nailed that entire park.
So, all right, because this is pretty much a boring park. What non-attraction would you be considered your favorite thing to experience in Hollywood studios? Non-attraction.
The first bus, boat, tram, car, or whatever to the next park.
I've not seen it yet, but the Star Wars Galactic Nights, whatever it is, the Star Wars fireworks show. I've not seen the
I haven't
new.
seen that either.
I will say that whole Star Wars area. I know it's a sore subject for Scott because they took away his drawing school, but that whole Star Wars area is really.
Drawings.
It was really cool. I wish you could still, trade with the
Jawas.
The Jawa, yeah. But I mean, overall, the whole thing, it's really well done. The kids like going in there and looking at the different things and meeting what characters, Chewbacca or I don't think Darth Vader's in there anymore, but there's the different characters that are in there. And the last time we were there, one of the cast members gave my son, I guess it's basically the Jedi language or something, whatever, the basic alphabet. And if you go around that whole building and everything, they've got signs and stuff, and you can go around and decipher what the signs actually say. Cool. So, but I can't tell you what happened.
Was it rose gold? Was it like rose gold colored?
Millennial pink.
Millennial pink.
It was actually millennial rose gold pink.
Oh, cool.
So it was all the above.
Gotcha. The other thing I just want to bring up is Fantasmic could have 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that would have been a top 5 for me. But I was soured with that when they changed it to like twice a week, and it was like impossible to work my schedule around it and visiting it. But now it is every day. But it just needs an overhaul. I mean, I think it needs to have new movies added to it. Otherwise, it's not a must-do for me on every trip.
And you want to talk about something painful sitting through? Those bleachers need to be done something with.
Yeah.
For as long as that show is, you need to put something else in there.
But honestly, I don't know that I've seen that in the past 10 years. I mean, it's been a long time since I've actually sat through that show.
Wow. Well, I'm sure once they announce that it's closing, you'll run over to it and then chain yourself and be like, "Don't go, please, Fantasmic."
I mean, I enjoy it. It's not something I do every time because of the pain to get in and out of there, and then the length it takes up watching the whole show. But I enjoy it. It's a fun show. I wish we had Disneyland's version, but so be it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's going to do it for this week. First, we want to thank our sponsors, Kingdom Strollers. Get your premium stroller and crib rental at kingdomstrollers.com. Let the vacation experts at mousepros.com help plan your next perfect Disney vacation. Get a clear view of the parks with Woody's polarized sunglasses. Check out all their wood frame styles at woodys.com. Don't forget to check out our store at redbubble.com/Tiki Talk Podcast. And you can connect with us on social media. Find us on Facebook at Enchanted Tiki Talk, Instagram and Twitter at Tiki Talk Podcast. And you can leave us a message on the Tiki hotline, which is 256-4MY-TIKI, 256-469-8454. And if you enjoy the show, please take the time to rate us on iTunes.
And you can find Ghoulish Sean at 1 Minute Disney Dream. That's 1 MIN Disney Dream, Mouse12Vacations.com, and Mousepros.com. And you could find Keith at BabysittersRUs.com.
And you can find me on Twitter at Scotty Campbell or on Instagram at ScottyBoy.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at mholly579. With all that being said, Alan, take it away, bud.
Thanks for listening this week. For Sean and Keith and Matt, I'm Alan, and this has been Enchanted Tiki Talk. Aloha.
Tiki-licious Sean.
Thank you.
It's the one I don't want to have dinner with.
So, do you speed that up now at the end of the show?
I did last week. Sometimes I speed it up if it's running too long. Sometimes.
Okay. Because I was listening to it and I was like, "Holy crap! I don't talk that fast."
Yeah,
the southern drawl went really fast.
Yeah, sometimes I do speed it up, but it's only by like 10%.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. I didn't sound funny, but I could tell it was a lot quicker than normal.
Was it you?
Enchanted Tiki Talk has been brought to you by mousepros.com. Let us plan your perfect Disney vacation. And mickeymonthly.com, where you can get the park sent directly to you. And by kingdomstrollers.com for all your premium stroller and crib rental needs. Also by Trader Sam's Coffee. Why not brew some magic in your home? And finally, woodies.com. Sunglasses for a glare-free view of the magic. For all of us here, I'm David Benter. Thanks for listening to Enchanted Tiki Talk.